Hi there, good morning. This is Ethan Colm with Alderman's Toyota, where your satisfaction is our top priority. And this is the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander. This one is in a platinum trim. It's finished in Storm Cloud. It's powered by a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Up front with the platinum trim, you get this big grille. You have your 360 camera up front. Also, you have parking sensors. You have a little bit of a gray splitter down at the bottom, chrome along the top over here, and then you have a Toyota emblem right there in the center. Fog lights down below. This one has chrome wheels. It has a smart key system, so locking and unlocking the vehicle is super easy. Just walk right up to the vehicle and it unlocks. You also have remote start, so just demonstrate that real quick. 1, 2, 3, and then just keep on holding on the lock button. You see those amber daytime running lights up top there that look really nice. Nice aggressive look to it. Coming over to the right, you can see these chrome wheels wrapped in Continental tires. You have automatic folding mirrors. And then you also have, again, like that smart key system. So when you unlock the door, all you got to do is this. And the door unlocks, those fold out. You have the blinker built in here. Part of the 360 camera is right there. You also have smart key on every door, so I can lock the car with a push of a button here on the back door itself. You have chrome along the top with those crossbars. More chrome along the back with the all-wheel drive logo and the platinum logo. Grand Highlander written right there. Windshield wiper there, and you have that kind of cool looking larger third brake light up top. Power lift gate. Even if you're not using the third row, as you can see, you still have plenty of space back here. Gives you just that extra room. You have this Portobello color on the rear. All the leather inside this vehicle is in fact that Portobello color. It just looks so nice. All-weather floor mats here. All-weather cargo liner right there as well. You have the JBL sound system. This one does have a couple extra things inside it too, and I'll show you that in a second, like the crossbars. Then you have your little tonneau cover there, and then your scissor jack. This also has the ability to kick to close. I won't do that because I can never get it right. Chrome along the entire window down there. Here we have, when you open up the door, you're greeted with this nice soft touch material, that brown Portobello. Looks really nice. The ability to go through and just do that, so you have a little bit of sun shading. Lots of room inside this one. The third row is very, very usable on this. This is the captain's chairs configuration, so they're going to be super comfortable for your rear passengers, and it's very easy. They're numbered, so watch this. It says 1, 2, and then so what we'll do is we'll do that. It then rocks forward, so if you wanted to get in and out of that rear, you can. You have a little bit of a step right there. Let's push this back so we can then see what this third row looks like. So, super easy function. There you have just a 60/40 fold. Here's the smaller side. And there is a little bit of adjustability too, so if you want a little more space, you can recline that a little bit, but part of that's being blocked by those floor mats there. But let's send it back up a little bit. Check this out too. So LED lighting up there, and you also have rear vents for every one of the passengers. That's also reflected in the second row over here. You have that big panoramic moonroof, and this is what I wanted to show you earlier with the numbers. So 1 drops it down, 2 drops it down even further. So let's say you need a little more space for storage. You can do that by having that fold down and have the pass through. But anyways, this take a look at what we're working with space here. So I'm going to get in. So this is my driving position in front of me. I'm sitting behind myself. And again, that's pretty far back there. Like, that's super comfortable. And I wanted to show you this. So there's actually decent amount of space, so if you need to give more room for like the people behind you, you can still rock forward and backwards. In the back here you have your climate control, and even in the rear passenger seats you have heated and ventilated seats right here, which is just super cool to see. The automatic button is nice. Just do that, turns it all on, gets it going. You have a wall charger right there, USB Type-C, 2 of them right there. You have your little center console here for a bunch of little things. You can kind of put stuff in here, and it also lifts up and pulls out if you need more space for certain things. Super easy to do, and to put it right back in, just like that, and it clips right in. A little bit of storage here, not for water bottles or juice boxes. Open up this door. We're greeted with the lovely interior. Again, more storm cloud. You have that nice color right here. Then you have this wood grain look to it. More storm cloud up there, or not storm cloud, portobello. And then these seats are really nice. They have that little bit of like that sort of cream color there on that stitch. 8-way power adjustable right there. So up, down, left, right. You can go through, adjust it here, and even lift up a little bit on that area there. And you even have lumbar support. So drop that down a little bit. You have memory seats with the button right over here. This is where you adjust your automatic folding windows. Let's hop on in. Okay, really comfortable driving position here. You can get it any which way you want. I don't know if you can see this all too well, but you also have a heads-up display on the Platinum trim. So if I put it into drive, actually I won't do that because I have to actually do the remote start first. So as a safety feature, when you get into the vehicle, you have to push the brake button down even though you've already turned on the vehicle remotely, and then you have to just actually get in the car and press the start button. But here we go. Let me know if you can kind of see that. Put in reverse, have different speeds and everything, and then neutral there as well. But check this out. So you have a full digital gauge cluster right here. That's completely customizable with all the different settings. You have 3 different pages here that you can kind of cycle through. Looking at your main steering wheel, this has like the little sensor there. So this is gonna have like traffic jam assist and a couple other things. You have radar cruise control, lane centering, and then you can cycle between those different modes, and then all your controls are right there. Paddle shifters for the 8-speed auto, automatic lighting, fog lights right there. Let's turn everything on so we get an idea what they look like when we get out. But let's kind of look at what we have going on over here. So in the center here, you have dual zone, 3-zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats for you and the passenger, windshield wiper deicer. You have physical buttons for everything, which is nice. The nicer JBL sound system. What I really like about this interior right here is Toyota has done a good job of keeping the screen large and modern, but also not having it go up into your, sight line. So this is my eye level right here. I have the seat properly adjusted, which is a big part of this, and this isn't in my way at all. You have a digital readout for the rear view mirror. HomeLink built right in. Down here, as we move closer into some of the other things, you have the 360 camera, which is really nice to have. And while we wait for that to do its animation, you have a charger down here, wireless charger, a USB tether, and a USB Type-C fast charger. Plenty of space for cups, everything. You can put pretty much whatever you want inside there. That's the top-down view. When we put it into reverse, you're gonna see it's gonna give you your predicted path of travel, a top-down view. And then another neat thing they've done, so let's say there's dirt, because you drive on a dirty road, you can go through and press that button. It'll clean off the camera for you, which is just a nice little feature that Toyota has thought of. Put it back in a park. Let's look at our little gears over here. So parking brake, self-explanatory, and then you have your brake hold function. So that's just holding the brake whenever you come to a complete stop. Here's how to turn off the auto start stop of the engine, your traction control right here, and then you have your different driving modes. So you have sport and eco that adjusts kind of your the engine's performance. Then you have your normal mode, and that's adjusted just with these physical buttons right here. When you put it in sport, you get an animation there, turns red. Put it in eco, does the opposite, and then back into normal. And then the little rocker right here, let's put it over into rock and dirt. When you do that, you'll see rock and dirt come on there, and you have a little animation, so it looks really cool. And then mud and sand as well, and then we'll just put it right back into normal mode. Snow mode is there, and then a downhill assist controller, which is just another nice thing to have when you're, you know, driving in inclement weather. Plenty of storage inside here. That folds down inside here because there is crossbars. Here's all the little parts in case you ever wanted to take those off. And then the tooling for that too. Let's close that off. Let's go through and hop out now outside, take a look at the way the headlights look. As we're walking around, you get to see these sort of cool LED taillights. Grand Highlander Platinum, it says right there, reminding you, you got the nice one. Coming over here, 22 miles to the gallon combined. That's 20 city and 26 highway, which isn't bad for this big of a vehicle. All weather floor liners, and then the crossbars. Those are the only other things added onto this. And with the 2.4 liter, you get a 5,000 pound towing capacity. Sorry about the reflection, you really can't see all that all too well. And of course, these are 20-inch wheels. Let's come up to the front. You can see what those LED lights look like, fog lights as well. Quite a good looking package. Okay, that's gonna do it for me. If you'd like to learn more about pricing and availability of these Grand Highlanders, I'll have a link down below in the description to our website where you can find out more about that. Or come see this one for yourself here at Alderman's Toyota on Route 7 South here in Rutland, Vermont. I've been Ethan. Thank you so much for watching.